Well, this next interview really taught me something about the web. Actually, this is a fellow, a wonderful man from Switzerland, and he's in the watch business. And what he now is like the first person in the world who's selling a luxury watch on the internet through crowdfunding. Actually, he's starting his business, a luxury watch business, on the internet. These are watches, like $15,000 watches. Well, the luxury market is a growth industry, particularly in bad times even. So this is a growth market. And he's more than just a salesman for expensive watches. I mean, this guy's a craftsman, a designer, a lover of fine, design. And you see, even the products that he's giving away through people who don't want to watch but invest in the project are even the T-shirt is designed by some of the best designers in the world, and a little jewelry case he has, or all these other things that he's giving away. Not if you buy a $15,000 watch, but if you just contribute, $100 or whatever to his project, to get him going, because he's raising, like $500,000, $600,000, so he could get this watch manufactured and be a big player in the watch industry, and he has in the past. He's been in the business for about 20 years now, so he knows what he's doing, but he's actually the first person in this snobby kind of business that going in the internet to do it. See, and that's what convinces me that this is where the action has happened. If somebody like this, who actually has the connections to the rich money and all this to do his stuff, sees the advantage of going to the internet and raising money for his venture, man, you're really on something here. If you don't learn this system, the world is going to pass you by, because right now it's passing all the other watch people by as he's being successful in. And what's interesting, you listen to this interview, that not only getting the money, but getting the attention. Finding people around the globe that love this, even though they're not going to contribute maybe to his funding, but want to distribute the watch, want to be a partner with them or whatever. I mean, it's a wonderful way to get your idea known to the people out there. And that's what's great about the internet and crowdfunding and things like that. So watch this interview. You're going to learn too, just like I did. Well, Oliver Ike, man, you got one of the neatest products I've ever seen on Kickstarter.
Thank you so much.
And it's gorgeous. But actually, what I love about your Kickstarter site, you're giving out, gifts that are more fascinating than your watch at times. Where'd you get these wonderful designers to design all this for you?
But it's coherent with the line of our company that we want to really have like the best craftsmanship, and so we were thinking about products in a low price category, because not everybody can afford, as I said, $5,000 of a watch. And so, I mean, of course, it's how to market it, and the people, of course, they want to have the watch.
Right.
So they want to have the watch. Some people, well, they buy a T-shirt, a tote bag, but they really want to. They're on there for the watch.
Well, that's getting them closer, right?
Yeah.
Closer to the watch. But the watch is gorgeous, and as I talked earlier about the band, your watch's band, the band on that watch seems like a separate piece of jewelry than the watch even.
Yeah, but the band has a fine regulation mechanism for both for the metal strap and for the leather for the metal bracelet and the leather strap. And you have also a way how you can exchange the band within a click and change it to the leather strap, which is really good, because if you want to as a dress watch use it, in the morning you can go with a metal strap, in the evening you can go with an orange leather strap.
Well, so tell us a little bit about your background. You've been in the watch business for a long time in Northern Europe, right?
Yeah, I've been having a brand already 13 years ago. I started, it was called Ikepod. It was like a down under guy, an Australian guy, a model squatter, whatever you call him, a really crazy guy. I found I loved his design, and then we started to have that company, and so this basically got me, let's say, into the business. And then once you are addicted to it, it's like a drug. You know, when you do watches, you can't think doing anything else in your life anymore. You know.
Well, it's wonderful to have a passion. But what made it? So this is a new product really you're coming out, a new brand that you're starting on Kickstarter. So what made you think about, hey, you know, I mean, you've been in the business, you know all the fat cats will give you money for this. Why'd you choose Kickstarter?
Well, I think it's difficult to find good partners, and I think the Kickstarter was like an experiment for me as well to get feedback on the new watch itself. And then in the end, you think, okay, the company is still 100% yourself. If you give it up too early, the thing is, in the watch business, if you, let's say, there's another guy called Richard Mill. He's got very famous with his watches. He started like 12 years ago, and they're saying now that he's sold his company for a whooping 350 million after 12 years.
Wow.
And so, you know, if you do things right, the value of the brand increases exponentially. So it's stupid at this point of time to sell a majority stake or even sell a bigger stake in your company, because I know, though, how much money I need to produce watches. So I'm not looking for $100,000 because it will not be sufficient, you know. And so, I think Kickstarter is a good way to start to be visible, and eventually as well to find partners for the future. We'll see.
Well, I mean, but you're almost a third of the way there, and you got some more time to go, right? You're a couple 100,000 already with this. And it looks like you're going to make it if you got enough watches on hand for everybody. Right?
Well, I think I'm still hoping that we'll make it, or I'm sure we're going to make it one way or the other. But I mean, the thing is to animate the campaign. That's the most difficult part in a crowdfunding thing, because you constantly have to. Well, the people who are already on there, they will not cancel the pledges, but they can cancel the pledges. And in the beginning, we had some people. They were canceling the pledges, and then you feel insecure. It's like a knife turning into your stomach. They say, okay, this guy is putting 10,000, and he's putting 2 days later, he's taking it off, you know?
Ooh, that hurts.
Yeah, exactly. So, no, but
he doesn't love me anymore.
No, then you, well, what did I do wrong? Did I communicate something wrong to him? But then I learned that you just have to take it easy, and there are always people like this.
Yeah.
But the real hardcore of the people who want to have the watch, they really want to have the watch, and they probably also try to promote among their friends and stuff. I really had an amazing backer, a guy from New York, what is it? He's working for I don't want to mention the name of the bank, but he's working for a big bank. And he came all the way to Switzerland to see me, you know.
Really?
He made a pledge and he even gave me ideas how to do a limited special edition for the Indian market.
I see.
Absolutely marvelous guy, you know. And this really gives you fantastic feeling to. I would never have met him if not on Kickstarter, you know.
So your Kickstarter campaign not only got your customers, are going to get you money to start production, but brought you contacts in the industry, and it sounds like a lot of buzz about your watch now. You're the first big high-end watch on Kickstarter and creating money like this. So everybody's excited about you.
I mean, I've used I've built out my LinkedIn network a lot through this campaign, and the people in the industry. Now I'm connected with all the watchmakers. Which are in America, for instance, and also in Europe, all the most specialized watchmakers, because I think it's really great to get their opinion also on the future product, you know. I'd like to build like a forum, a forum on our site where really which will become something important, where people will go and to look
exchange
for references
ideas and stuff like that. I see. So you could be the portal for watchmaking in the world, right?
whatever.
So people want to get in and by the way, I mean, you want to get one of these watches now, because when the Kickstarter campaign is over, then they get pretty expensive for these people, right?
Yeah, but they pay 3 times more. So
Three.
I mean,
That's
they
real
better buy
expensive.
them now. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So buy now, buy often, and you go to manzoni.com, right? And then you could link to the Kickstarter page.
Exactly. Then you just press the green button, and then you're on the Kickstarter
Starter
page, and then you
page,
have to register at Kickstarter and Amazon if you don't have an account.
right?
That's it's a little bit a difficult procedure, but the people in America they will understand. They
Yeah,
will
we
know.
know about that in America. We know how to spend money any way we want. Yeah.
Okay.
But tell me one thing I always wondered about watches, and I see it on your side. Why are all the hands at 10 after 10?
But 10 after 10, this is just like when you photograph a watch. I don't know why, but somebody years ago said, okay, if you have to photograph a watch, you always have to have the hands on 10 after 10. Now everybody in every catalog you see, it's always 10. You're right. It's weird. It's weird. But this is like if you do it a different way. I mean, the people they are in the magazines they complain. They say no, you have to do it like this.
Bureaucrats, even in the big design world, the bureaucrats. Well, Oliver, you're a delight to talk with, and it's so nice to find someone who's got that energy to sell a wonderful watch like this on Kickstarter, and to bring the craftsmanship and the design feature that is even, I think we miss so much. Well, we don't know. We have in America we have to learn more to be like you are. So thank you for educating us all.
Well, thank you for having me with you. I mean, I really enjoyed the interview, and I hope I'll be on your show again in the future.
I'm going to be here 30 more years. I don't know about you.
Okay, perfect. Anyway, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, all the best. Huh?
See, and the best thing about his crowdfunding, you get that $15,000 watch for only $5,000. Buy that, and they'll throw in a set of knives or whatever. But it's fun. I mean, there's so many interesting and fun things going out there in a whole new world. You know, and he's somebody who's grabbing it right by the tail and hanging on and using the heck out of it for his idea. So why don't you do that too?